Well, welcome. We're here from the League of Women Voters of Darke County at the Board of Elections to show the new voting machines. This video will take approximately 10 to 15 minutes. This is occurring during the Board of Elections open house on Monday, October 7th. When you go to the polls on Tuesday, November 5th, the process will be the same, but you will have actual candidates to vote for. Citizens coming to learn how to use the new voting machines tonight will be voting in a pretend election. For example, who's their favorite dog breed? Now we'd like to introduce Paul Schlechte, the Board of Elections Director, and he will show you the new voting machines and scanner. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you, Eileen. All right, and I'd like to introduce Mary here. She's going to help us out and show you guys how to use the new equipment. So, Mary, if you would.
You bet.
Let's come on over here. And for the sake of this test, we've already verified that Mary is a registered voter in Darke County, and we've checked her ID. We've issued her a ballot, and here you go, Mary. If you would, go ahead and insert that into the machine. There you go. Now go ahead and select and just tap on the writing for your favorite choice, for your favorite dog breed. Not necessarily on the dot, but over on the writing. There you go. And if you're happy with your choice, go ahead and select next. And then it's going to ask you what your favorite U.S. beach is. So there's a list of them on there, and once you've made your favorite choice, go ahead and hit next. And then it's asking what your favorite way to... Oh, you accidentally hit the exit button down there at the bottom. If you would, go ahead and hit the previous option to your left.
Okay, here.
You got it. And it's going to let you select which options you would like. Go ahead, and it says vote for no more than 2, so go ahead and select 2 of your favorite choices. And when you're happy, go ahead and continue with next. And then the question is, are you in favor of Election Day being a national holiday? And go ahead, and once you make a choice, continue. And then, are you in favor of Saturday voting? Alright, and go ahead and select continue. And then on this screen, you'll be able to verify your selections. If you want to change them, you can go ahead and tap on it and change it. If not, you can go ahead and hit next and continue and print the card.
That it?
And that's it. So, it's going to print your card, and when it comes out, it is a little bit tough to pull out, but if you would, grab it and pull it out. You can review your choices that are printed there on the opposite side. You flip it over, there you go. And you can take one last look, and if you're happy with those selections, we'll go over and we'll insert it in the tabulator. So on the tabulator, yes, yep, there's a little green arrow. If you would go ahead and line that up on there and slide it inside, it'll grab a hold of it and take it. And I'll thank you for voting to let you know that it's been accepted, and you're good to go.
Good.
Okay, so let me stop. Alright, go ahead and hit next. And are you in favor of Election Day being a national holiday? Now, how about are you in favor of Saturday voting? Well, we actually already have that in Ohio, but... And then on this screen, you can review your selections. If you'd want to go back in and change anything, you can click on it in here and change it now. Or if you're happy with what you have, go ahead and hit next. And then go ahead and print the card.
And I didn't review it.
Well, you still have your paper copy.
Okay.
Go ahead and pull it out there. And you can still take a look and see how you voted on the card.
Okay. I want to change something. How do I change it?
Well, if you'd like to change it, on election day, you'll go back to the poll workers and you'll ask for another ballot because you didn't like how you selected, you misselected something. So they'll give you another ballot, and if you would, go ahead. I'll take this and I'll rip it in half and go ahead and insert that. Alright, and now you can go ahead and review your choices again here on the screen.
Okay. Okay.
And if you're happy with everything, go ahead and click Next and print your card. Go ahead and pull it out.
Go over here.
Yep, and now we can go ahead and insert it into the ballot box. Where you see the green arrow there, just line it up. You can insert the ballot any way, upside down, backwards. Just line it up and then gently push it in, and it'll take it in like a vending machine.
Okay.
Give you the thank you for voting message, and you're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I have the privilege of being with a couple of lovely ladies tonight who have participated in the mock voting process. And we have some questions that we'd like to ask and help educate the voters. Now, Mrs. Bankson, Mrs. Mary Bankson, wondered how many elections have you actually voted in?
Well, I wouldn't know the exact amount, but I had to wait till I was 21. I was married at 18 and a half, and I was very upset about that. But I had to wait, and at 21 is how old you had to be in those days. That would have been back in 1946.
So it's reasonable to expect that you voted in at least 70 or more elections,
Sure.
because we sometimes vote twice a year, and you've always voted an election. Same question, Mrs. Hughes. You are an experienced voter, I'm quite sure.
Yes.
Well, you've had the opportunity to use these new machines tonight. What other mechanisms have you used to vote in all your years? Because we've had electronic machines here in Darke County for a number of years, but I'm sure you had other methods. Paper ballots. Did you ever use pencil and paper? Was that ever an option to you?
I don't think so. They sent some, if you want to vote early, you had to go to the Board of Elections and get some papers and fill them out. But I don't recall. It's been a while, because my husband and I, after his illness, we had to do that occasionally.
Okay, how about you, Shirley?
I can't remember. I first voted in '61, but I can't remember how.
Well, these machines were out at the Darke County Fair for the first time. Did either one of you get the privilege of voting on the machine, or is this your first time in using it?
First.
Okay, well, so you've had an experience that most of the voters coming along are going to have for the first time this year. So knowing that, tell us a little bit about your experience. Did you find it easier to use the machines in the past, harder? Can you tell a little bit about how you felt when you voted?
This was just, go ahead.
With these machines, I thought they're basically the same voting. It's just the card you put in, and then you have to take it over and put it in another machine.
Okay.
For them to count your vote.
And how about you, Mary? How did you?
Likewise. This is very easy. I
Very
enjoyed
easy.
it, yes.
Well, did it concern you at all that you were having to bring a card over to another machine? Did you have any concerns that oh, I'm voting, would I walk out with that card? What was your feeling about it? If you were in the machine the day of voting on November 5th and you had that card, what would your instinct be?
Hopefully I wouldn't walk out the door with it. I've worked on boards of elections that's happened and we had to go get him. But no, I thought this was very easy.
Well, from my appearance, it appeared very easy at all. Were you concerned about any issues with privacy or anything like that in trying to vote?
No, I wasn't.
Not at all.
And you weren't concerned at all about placing the card in the machine or the way it was positioned?
No.
It's my understanding, and we can ask Mr. Selecty this, that you can put the card in anyway and it'll read it flawlessly. So I think that's a real advantage of this machine. So you were basically very comfortable. You feel like you could come into this election and feel like your vote would be very well cast and counted. Is that an accurate?
That's
Oh,
accurate.
I think so, yes.
Okay, is there anything you'd like to add about the process that you went through?
It was painless.
I don't think people should be afraid because it's a new machine. It's basically you vote the same. It's just putting the card in and getting it out.
Okay, well, I thank you ladies for coming out this evening. This has been a wonderful experience for all of us here, and I look forward to seeing you on November 5th.
All righty.